Okay, I'm in Sedona. It's 9/15/2025, and it's if you watch any of the astrologers, the other psychic intuitives talking on YouTube or various spaces and places, or listening to your own guidance, it's a pretty intense time. So, and it's been doing this for about, I don't know, several decades, just getting more intense and more intense. But we're at the culmination, I think, and we're really beginning a whole new cycle. So, and for me particularly, I will turn 60 in a few days while I'm here during these eclipse portals that are occurring. And just for an example, today I have been considering for a while, but I've not taken any real action steps yet, of moving out of the U.S. To a place that would support me more in all ways, not just in the heart space like Sedona, but also mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, all those ways that we have. And Portugal actually fits the bill, and I've kind of missed the good, some of the good laws that would help me with certain things. But nevertheless, I'm told that that is the place that I need to go. So that's actually becoming very easy. I met a person on my last trip who knows an attorney who did it back in 2020, made the move. And so he called me this morning and gave me the lowdown and told me some of the contacts that he used and that he trusts implicitly. So that will help. So that's the universe opening up for me in making that move. So, but he called, and I talked to him for like an hour while I'm at this pet sit, and the owners are getting ready to go with their doggos, or with the one that had surgery, to the vet, while I'm taking care of the other two. And so I'm trying to do all of that at the same time while it's my aunt's birthday, and relatives are texting and wondering if I'm in town because my birthday is coming up soon, and that's back in Tennessee. And then my old neighbor from Memphis texts and lets me know that my cat is at the vet, and she's going to have her put to sleep because she's just elderly and it's just time, and I trust her on that because she's a nurse. And it's just a plethora of things all happening at one time. I had a call with a crypto group that I'm in right after that to discuss whether or not I'm going to join or renew my membership in that program. So it's like, my mother texted me pictures of stuff my daughter had done, and it's like, it was all at the same time. This is the point, like that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. So it was just like bam, 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 6, 7, 8 completely different things just all at once. But I was calm. I was truly calm during all of it. If I had been at work in my old job, So it did let me know that I have done a ton of inner work to be able to stay calm through all of the various conversations that were texting, phone, email, people moving around, dogs barking, all at the same time. So I just wanted to document this, just simply to say that self-love is the answer. So, and I did, I cried, after I got off the text part when I got to a space when I was done dealing with everyone and could remove myself and allow myself to cry, and my cat crossing the Rainbow Bridge. She was 18, she was indoor, outdoor, she had a great life. I wanted to share that it's okay. We're going through massive changes. I mean, if you know anything about any of the astrology, I know a little bit about the Vedic astrology because I studied some of the, like, I have that book that Sri Yukteswar wrote. I bought that way back when, you know, in the 80s, and tried to figure it out then, the precession of the equinoxes and where we are now in the 26,000 year cycle. And so we are on that, you know, upswing. And a lot of the New Agers say that it's going to be totally different by 2050 and that we're way ahead of our scheduled time. Sri Yukteswar, in his calculations, had it more of like, you know, there's kind of like a 200-year transition period on either side of the shift into the next age. And for this age that we're going into. And so it would be more, you know, 150 years from now before we really have some stability in that massive change. So either way, time doesn't really exist. It's all now. And the best thing that we can do is be that eye in the center of the storm and just stay in that calm heart space. And I have to tell myself, I have to tell my body sometimes. It's a technique that I've learned since my son passed, and I wish I had known it before, but to just tell my body to stay in homeostasis, to tell my body it's okay, that's just a helicopter going overhead. It's, you know, you're safe, you're a female, you're in the 20, you know, it's 2025, you know, it's not the dark ages kind of thing. Just to tell yourself you're safe and tell your body to stay in homeostasis and to not, to stay in that parasympathetic aspect of the nervous system instead of the fight or flight aspect. And just literally tell it and thank it to not take that adrenaline hit when it, you know, hears something, you know, hears something go bang at 3 a.m. in the morning or whatever, and just say, hey, you know, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe. You're safe in your body. Just stay in your parasympathetic nervous system, because truly there's very little times that we have to worry about the tiger chasing us. We create it. It's kind of all an illusion. If you've ever read like the Lars Muhl books, Larsmuhl, there's a trilogy of books where he talks about Mary Magdalene, but in that there's one of the books, there's where he encounters with the seer, so it must be in the Seer book, Seer, and he encounters, I can't remember, a bull, a lion, something out there in the wilderness, a bear, and he has to realize that it's not real, that it's not real, and he uses the term isogenic, which is like balance, and it disappears. It's not there. It's sort of like Byron Katie's work with the stick in the road. She thinks it's a snake, but it's not. It's a stick. So it's kind of, everything has an illusory aspect to it when we're in this 3D model of the universe, and we're moving beyond third dimensional reality. We're beginning to open up to all of our other senses. And so whoever's listening to this is at the forefront of that. And we're just on this journey together. And it's really, at one level, everything is all that is. And then it just sprinkles out into multitudes and multitudes and multitudes of multiverses and multiple dimensional realities, non-physical and physical, dark matter, light matter. It's so much. It's mind-boggling that our little pea brains here can't quite comprehend, and it has to be comprehended from a whole space. So, and where we are in our evolution, that would be like a space of love, unconditional love, and discernment. So that's what we've been working on as light creators for, at least since I've been in this realm or arena, awake enough, for the past, say, 15, 20 years. It's been working on that unconditional love and discipline, discernment, discretion. So those are the things that we're really learning as a collective right now. So keep it in your own lane and nurture yourself and love yourself and tell yourself everything's okay, because it's all experience that's been created for us by the divine creator. So even when it appears that it's not fun or not the best, it's still out of love for us that things occur, because it allows us to evolve as souls, and not just a human species, because we actually, when we take on any kind of a leap from the all that is, we have multitudes of abilities to become and experience whatever until we return back to that source. But right now, where we are focused in this reality, the best thing to do is to unconditionally love yourself and to give yourself kindness and nurturing, because when you can do that for yourself, then you're able to do it for others. And that's instead of feeding off one another's energy, you're able to give it fully and expand it, where it's a synergistic kind of 1 + 1 is 3 sort of thing. So that's my talk for today. Much love. Bye. Namaste. Self-Love by Perry. IamSelflove.com.